Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. On the way to a meeting, so I can't chat with you very long, but did want to cover something that I saw today that maybe it's a heads up, maybe it's nothing. I have said, and I said it yesterday, that it's quite possible that the next big conflict will actually be in the Middle East. And I'm not the only one that said that or that has continued to say that. But things are, kind of looking that way. Benjamin Netanyahu from Israel, he's the prime minister, I'm sure most of you know that. He's in town in Washington, D.C., and he spoke yesterday to Congress. And at that speech, he basically was asking for the United States' help in going to war against Iran. Asking for, money and weapons and all that kind of stuff. All at the same time, there have been massive protests in Washington, D.C., lots of arrests, lots of property destruction, all of that kind of stuff. Pretty nasty. The media is really downplaying that, or just not even mentioning it at all. But it certainly is happening. Lots of videos out there. And today, John Kirby from the White House stated that the White House believes that these protests, these pro-Palestinian protests, are being funded by Iran. Now, I don't doubt that necessarily. I mean, I haven't seen, what evidence they have. It wouldn't surprise me. But it kind of seems like a narrative is being built to do this. Apparently, he is either meeting or has met with Joe Biden, Benjamin Netanyahu. And so we'll see what happens with that. But I don't know. I've said it before. We have the most experience fighting in that desert. And we would, of all the nations that we would go to war for, I think Israel would be the number one. And I'm not saying that for some kind of conspiracy and all that kind of stuff. I just think it's just fact. And it looks like things are kind of lining up that way. Now, of course, we will see. I mean, days and weeks from now, may find out that nothing happens and everything goes away. But things are quite heating up. Yemen has been increasing their attacks on the ships there in the I just slipped my mind, but they're in the water. Yeah, that's it. And they've been increasing their attacks against Israel. And of course, Hezbollah, they just released a video the other day that apparently they flew one of their drones right over one of Israel's Air Force bases. And then they shared that footage showing that, yep, we can fly drones right over your Air Force base and show pictures of your planes to the whole world. This has been heating up for quite a while. And I don't think it's anywhere near over. So it just seems like I don't know. It's all been put together. We've got the pro-Palestinian protests that are getting. It's been going on for a while, but they're getting pretty violent. I mean, they're getting out there, and bigger and bigger. And then Benjamin Netanyahu comes, and it gets worse. And he's asking for support in going after Iran. Because Iran is the one that's funding all of this stuff. And then the next day, today, the White House says, yeah, we're pretty sure Iran is funding all of these protests and this violence and these terrorists and all this kind of stuff. So it could be true, could be absolutely true, but a narrative is being put forth to just like other wars. I mean, look at Iraq when we went there. Look at Afghanistan, we went there. It's the same kind of similar. These guys they're doing bad things, and we got to go take care of them. And then when it happens, yep, see, we told you, we warned you. This would be probably very helpful for Kamala Harris, is what I would guess, trying to run for the presidency. It could also open the doorway for either real terrorist attacks or false flag ones, which could also open the doorway for suspending an election or martial law or anything like that. I mean, I know these are extreme scenarios, but it's an extreme situation. And you know that the left knows that they can't get their person in the office in a fair and balanced way. I mean, everything's rigged anyways. The presidents are chosen and not elected. So whoever gets into office has been chosen, not elected. But anyways, I just wanted to bring that up because I think it's pretty significant, and we'll have to wait and see how this all plays out. But just mostly a warning that I think it's quite possible that the Middle East is the next big spot, and we'll see how that goes. All right, folks, I got to get moving, almost to my destination. It's time to get your houses in order and prepare yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.